Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Maria. Today we are doing Dollar Tree Easter decors. Let's get to it. Okay, so this is a wood piece that I got from the dollar store. It is 7.5 by 5.5, and dollar store has like a few different sizes of pieces, like wood pieces. This was actually the one I wanted to use for this craft, um, but I got these grass looking pieces from Amazon. I will put everything in this video in the description box below. And then I have the small carrots on the side and the small eggs. So I needed to use two pieces for this. So I used my marker and I marked off what I needed to cut off so I can cut off the excess pieces. And after I was done cutting it off and was satisfied with the pieces, I ended up using my hot glue gun to glue it in place. Okay, so once I glue the grass in place, I grabbed some beads and I glued them to the bottom of this piece of wood because I wanted this to be lifted up a little bit, and the wood is not as straight as I wanted them to be. So putting the feet on will actually, it would look better, honestly. So moving forward, I have these wires that I've used for other crafts before. Can't remember where I got them from, but I'm gonna see if I find something similar to it and put that in the list below. But you can also use floral wire because it's about the same, like, thickness of it, and it's really flexible to move. But I cut this is a long one, but I cut it in half and then I traced it onto the pink paper because this is gonna be the backing of the ears. This is gonna be the bunny ears. So I grabbed my white yarn, I put a small dab of glue in the bottom, and then I rolled it up around the wire, and then I put a small dab on the other end just to hold it in place. Once I do that, I cut off the yarn because this is what I'm using yarn. And then I bend it because I want to make it it's the bunny ears, so it's gonna be white, and then I'm gonna bend it and then I'm gonna tie it at the bottom because that's what's gonna go into the bunny, like the body of the bunny. So I am going to make two of these, and I'm gonna glue the pink piece to the back because it's gonna be the bunny ears. It actually looks really cute. But once I'm done with this, I then grab my little carrots that I have and my eggs, but you see me doing that next. Okay, so these are the little carrots that I've used before, and these eggs, they are really cute. Like, they're on a stick. I think you can put these like in the vase with flowers and stuff, but I just took the eggs because that's all I needed. And then this is a big egg that I had, and it was yellow, and I tried to spray paint it, but that didn't work out. So I'm cutting off a little bit of it just because I want it to be flat on the one side because that's the side that I'm putting onto the grass. And then I'm going to, well, I ended up using my sponge brush and painting, like adding some white paint to it because I didn't want you to see the yellow underneath it. So once I painted it in white, I just grabbed the glue gun and I put a generous amount of glue onto the mat, and then I put the egg on top. Now, the egg is, of course, you know, you do it flat or whatever, but it doesn't always cut evenly when it's like that. So it was a little, you know, uneven, but it's fine. It looks good, doesn't look bad. So once I glue that in place, I grab my bunny ears and I put my bunny ears on it, and then I grab the eggs and the carrots and I put it around it. Now, this idea came from Pinterest, and I'm going to tell you what this actually was. This was actually a cake. It was like a coconut bunny cake that I saw, and I thought it was really cute. Instead of making a cake, I thought it would be cute to make it into a craft. But that's where this idea came from. But I thought it was cute to put together. But this, once I'm done with that, I do the tail. I use a cotton ball to make the tail on the bunny, and then that will complete this one. And then we move on to the next one. Okay, for this craft, we need 3 eggs from the dollar store. Now, these eggs are pretty hard to find if you didn't get them in the beginning of the spring or earlier, because they put Easter stuff pretty early. So I found these at one of my dollar stores. I think I already had one, and then I picked up 2 more. So what I was looking for was actually the wooden bunny heads, but I can't find those anywhere either. But once I had these, I sand them down just like I did the previous piece of wood, and I'm gonna paint them 3 different colors. So like I said, everything will be listed in the description box below. So I use Waverly paint for this one. I used Maize, which is the yellow, Lagoon, it's the blue, and then I use the blush pink. That's the pink color that I'm using on here. So I paint these 3 different colors, and then I'm going to do something different on each, but you'll see what I do because I'm kind of hand painting everything on this one. Okay, so after letting these dry for a little bit, I grab my I'm gonna start with the yellow one. I'm gonna grab one of the small carrots, and I cut a piece off of it, and then that's gonna be the peak to the chick. So I grab permanent marker. You can use black paint or any other black marker, but I had the permanent marker on hand, so I used that. I mean, I could have used the paint, but I chose not to. Then I grab the carrot to make the peak of the chick, and then I hand painted some, like, his feet or her feet. This is a piece of the decorative rope that I had. I cut like a small piece off of it, and I like open it up a little bit, and I put that as the hair on the top, and I make her a small cute bow, and I add that to the top. So this is my little chick on the egg, and then we move on to the pink egg. Okay, so on this one I am doing the bunny in the grass. So I grab my white paint and I start to draw the bunny. I wasn't sure how big I wanted him to be, but I knew I was doing a bunny with his feet sticking up. So I paint a circle on the egg. Not sure how big I was going to do it yet, but I just, I go from small to medium to a little bit bigger. And then I add the tail, and then I do the grass. Now, I only do the grass because I didn't want to put the grass over the feet. I wanted the feet to be over the grass, if that makes sense. So after I use the cotton ball to put the tail on there, I then grab my small brush and I start to add some of my green paint. So this is the green. This is Monet's Garden from DIY Paints that I use the green. And then I start to draw my feet on there, which you'll see how that one comes out in a sec. Okay, so for the blue one, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to put some like a bunny on it. So this is the bunny that I had, and I painted him white. But before that, I wanted to cover the hole on the top. So sometimes I would add a little bit of the glue, the hot glue, and I cover up the hole. It doesn't cover it completely. You know, sometimes you see that it's there, but I just wanted to cover it so I can put paint over it. So that's what I did. I covered it, put paint over it. And then once that was dry, I grabbed some ribbon and I put it around his neck. Now, I didn't want to put white because the bunny was white. So I put the blue, and I didn't have any pink that was small enough to go around him. So I used my blue. And then I go around it with my marker. Now I don't use the tip of the marker. I kind of like slant it to the side, and then I use the side of the marker just to go around the bunny because I wanted him to be outlined. And then the tail, of course, I just made that into like little puffy, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, so I grabbed the glue and then I put that on the back, and I do a pink nose for him. Don't know why. Maybe I should have did it black, but anyway, I added a pink nose. And then I write Happy Easter. Now, this is why I use my Cricut, because I don't like how I write my words. But you can do this if you have a better handwriting than I do. But that's what I ended up doing. I ended up writing it on there instead of printing it out through my Cricut. But these are my 3 eggs and how they came out. So I grabbed my burlap ribbon and I glue them all in place. So I glued the chick, I glued the bottom is up bunny, and then the bunny on top that says Happy Easter. But I glue them one by one onto the burlap ribbon, and then I make a bow for the top. Now, once I get to the top, whatever excess ribbon is on the top, I do fold over because I want that to be like, it's where I'm going to put the bow. And then I put the other ribbon over so it can hang from. So that's the blue ribbon that I'm putting through it because I'm going to hang this from the blue ribbon because the burlap is going to be holding the bow. I didn't want to cover the bunny or Happy Easter on the egg. So that's why I left that burlap, the excess burlap on it, to add the bow on there. So once I did the bow, I made 2 bows. I connected them in the middle, put another ribbon on the middle just to hold it in place, and then I glue it on the top of the blue egg, which is right on the burlap, and then that's how that one turned out. So this completes this one. So after this was done, I did go back and then I staple the back of the ribbon to the eggs. I could have did this instead of using the glue, but I don't know, I thought about it way after just to make sure that it's secure and it's not going to fall apart. So yeah, if you stayed to the end of this video, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. To the next one. Bye.